son. Do I know you? Do you know me? My name is Innocent. Ma? Naka. N-A-K-A. What does it go in for? Nakaniso. Seriously? Nice to meet you, my guy. Yeah, I have worked with Katleo, the guy was here yesterday. Yeah, I've worked with him before for an international gig in Botswana for Women World Cup. Is the mic on? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, watching us wherever you are in the world. It's a beautiful morning here in Pretoria. We are coming to you live from the Tax Cricket Oval. We are in Pretoria at the High Performance Center. Should be a good day of cricket. Uganda wrapping up their preparations. The last lap, call it the final hurdle for them as they play the Super Sport Park International Cricket Academy from the home of the Titans. The Northern team here, call it the Titans 11. I can tell you what, it's a T20 affair. First ball already underway. Marcus Becker with a new ball, bowling from the netball side, the football end, where the football stadium is, where the Tax do play from, home of the Tax when they play in the Premier Soccer League of South Africa. It's in the air, won't carry. Mangela, again they are trying and trying, but he didn't score many yesterday. He's got a chance to make amends today. Only one way we will find out. Very important for Uganda to show that they can also set a total. In the previous games, they have been able to chase down targets. Chase down 109 against the Lions 11. Again, it's in the air, but this is very well played, very well lofted. Just the 6 runs maximum. Mangela getting off the mark, breaking the shackles. The shimmy down the wicket, hoping him. And once he gave it the full face, the rest of the business was quite easy. Of course, Richard Das Neves is in the building, a big boy, winning coach with the Momentum Multiply Titans, champions of the previous seasons here in South Africa. And they're very, very fresh from winning the Metro T10 in Durban. Winning side, back-to-back boundaries here in the first over by Mangela. Score moves to 10. And if that's going to be the scoring rate, you'd like to think Uganda will look back and tell themselves that, well, the 200 is on. Maybe can they get more, can they show more urgency? They did it yesterday against a very accomplished Lion side, and today they can make it 2 times better, scoring 10 runs per over in the last 10 overs was immense for the Ugandans, and today they have a chance to double the act, because yesterday there was a big revival. They got out of jail from 20 for 5 to go on and score and chase down a stiff target over 160. Different day, different settings. The score is 11 without loss as Uganda won the toss and elected to have a bat. Commentary. Yes.
No, just ask, is the mic fine there?
It's here, little break in the commentary, just to make sure everyone is happy and settled and feeling comfortable. But second over running here, score is 14 for no loss into the second. David Tiga trying to take the pace off the ball there with some spinners. And allow me introduce the commentators. My name is Innocent Daula. I was there with you yesterday, and I have great company with me in a man called Maka. Maka coming through for the commentary now.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed your boy Paul Sampolo, but joining you in studio, it is Maka. Lovely weather here in Pretoria, the clear weather, clear blue skies, no rain coming. But one thing I can tell you about Pretoria and Gauteng in general is that everything can change within an hour. So let's appreciate the clear blue skies we have as Uganda won the toss and decided to bat first. Is that right, sir?
David Tiga there trying to tease the batter. Mangala trying to go for a shimmy down the wicket. He trying to tear the cover off the ball. Nobody's done that. It will be a dot ball there to end the inning, to end the over. 15 without loss now for Uganda. A very good over there ball by David Tiga. Just giving out the 4 runs. Of course, the first over going for 11. But this is much better from Tiga.
Indeed, sir. Normally on the wickets, when you come to Pretoria, you are definitely looking to get that power play in use, looking to get close to that 60 and 70 mark after 6 overs, and I'm sure that will be the target for the Ugandan batters. Chief, you good? Nice. It's awful. It would also be nice to have our thing. Score in front of us.
Yeah, that's why it is on the side here. You know, because he was saying sometimes it's easy to score. Just in the previous days apparently there.
Yes, I'm gonna hit a score just 2 minutes.
Okay.
I missed that first ball. I thought it's bypass, but it's different.
Shot number 17, Rio Sakurano Thomas coming through here with the third over. All these guys here have been part of a month-long program with the Titans. Of course, Richard Das Neves, the coach, doing a lot of good work there. A winning coach, a celebrated coach in South Africa, winning title after another with the Titans. And he brings down his boys. It's been a big camp.
Oh, good start there by Thomas.
Yeah, good, very good start. Still talking about the Titans. They've had some guys. There's a Japanese in the camp. There was a Ugandan opener, Ronald Rutaya. He's left for home. His time is up for the month. And there've been 2 Nigerians, Isaac Dadlari and Solomon Runshenwe. So it's that bigger camp. And today they come here to show what they've done against an international side.
Oh, what ball there by Thomas, using his variations as a slow ball. I think also speaking about the inclusivity that the SuperSport Titans have brought in, it's quite nice to bring a lot of guys from different places to share their talent and to share their nature of the game, because I'm sure all of these guys have played at different level and they're at different levels themselves in their game of cricket. So to come together with a group of experienced guys and a bunch of young talent, it's quite nice to see.
And I tell you what, these are the guys you will see on TV for a very long time in the near future. Swinging for the heavens there. He's getting nothing on bat there. Gaurav Toma, it's been that sort of a tour for him. He gets lucky with some, unlucky with most. He got a cameo of 37 from 25 in the opening game. Got 0 yesterday against the Lions. And today, he's swinging for the mighty heavens and connecting nothing.
Yeah, it's still looking. That's a tough thing about a batter. You get a couple of balls against you when you've got no runs behind you. It becomes a little bit difficult And that's a wide there by Thomas. After a very good start, just lets it slip there by just bowling a wide ball. Thomas comes in. Balls a nice hard lane into the sky. It's jersey number 5 on there. Safe hands it is. Caught by Nathan Treverton in jersey number 5. Funny enough, I actually played a couple of games with Nathan Treverton. He was my captain for the Cubs week. It's nice to see him still involved in the game hugely. And he takes a catch. Safe hands is Nathan Treverton. Quite a good batter also.
Now we'll see about his batting skills, but I like how he had judged that catch, just trudging back a little, and then saying, well, I'll have a look at it. The shades were on, but getting that right arm right underneath the cap to complete the good catch. I won't call him the danger man, but Gaurav Thomas' misery does continue in this warm-up series. He will fly to Harare, still searching for runs as Uganda go to play in the World Cup qualifiers.
100%. You don't want to say he's a dangerous man, but he looks quite promising. He's got a good body structure, looks like a big boy and can clear the boundary for sure.
It's not been the tail of the tape for him. Boundaries haven't come by. You saw him early in the innings as you walked in here. I won't make you apologize for coming late though, but as you walked him coming, you saw him swinging at every delivery, swinging and swinging, but he wasn't connecting anything. And then one that he tried to mash out of the park, only got the height, no distance on it. In the end, he fell for nothing. It's 1 down, 16 for 1 now. Uganda got 11 runs in the first over. And then what has happened next is that they have not been able to score only 5 runs in the next couple of, say, 11 deliveries. So they're struggling here. And what an over Thomas is bowling here.
What a ball. And that's a wicket for Thomas. He gets a second one in his second over. What a ball by Thomas. Second wicket in his over. As he picks up another one. Just nicking off there, looking just to defend as the batter. Unfortunately, just nipping away from where we're sitting. It is 16 for 2 after 3 overs.
Very good delivery, I can tell you that once again. And once the batsman looks behind, you know he's always in trouble. He would love to say as much as he would love to say. But I tell you what, that was a top-class delivery from Thomas. And Raghav Dhawani, nothing yesterday. Simply almost nothing. He got off the mark with the boundary yesterday, but that's all he scored. And then today, it's 0 golden duck things for the leading run scorer for Uganda in all formats of the game this year. He falls for nothing. Again, he will travel to Zimbabwe thinking and saying, what can I do to buy a run? Of course, you can't buy that in the supermarket. You gotta go put in some hours in the nets.
You gotta hit some balls, definitely. It is Shah who comes in the jersey number 22 at number 4, looking to settle down the batting lineup here. A tough start for the Ugandan batters so far.
Tough day. I can tell you it was worse yesterday. But maybe I'm speaking a little too early. Uganda were 20 for 5, chasing 160 against the Lions yesterday. 20 for 5 in 5.2 overs, chasing 160. And I tell you, they got home with 4 balls to spare. How they did that, you need to go on...
and ask Mother Cricket.
That's how it is. Sometimes you pick up 5 early, and then you go to sleep thinking the game is done and dusted. And then 2 guys dig in, settle, and then get the runs going.
It is 16 for 2 after 3 overs. The Ugandan side find themselves in a bit of trouble here in the first power play. We talk about that 60 mark, 70 mark run for the power play here in Pretoria. It is very crucial because when the spinners comes on in the middle overs, it becomes a little bit tough to get going. So once you can be able to utilize that first power play, you're putting yourself in a front foot there. Brilliant start there. Starts off with that hard length into the wicket. Just gone for 1.
Natenzi Denega is your bowler right there. coming from the center of excellence end here.
He's looking good. He's got quite good pace on him.
Yeah, real good wheels of pace there from him. And you can say that it's also a good change of tactics for Uganda. The fans out there saying they would love to see the team bat first. How many can they get? Because they won't win all the tosses when they go to play in the World Cup qualifier.
And be chasing.
And they could be chasing, and they could be batting first. So they've got to do what?
Right.
Again.
And that's a wicket. Shaw goes for the first ball. Uganda, you lose their third wicket in the first power play.
The captain, the savior yesterday, Riyazat Ali Shah, scoring 41 of 30 balls and featuring in a big 76-run partnership with National Kurani, who was the player of the match with a half century. He dug Uganda out of trouble. He came in at number 6 yesterday. Today he comes in a little early at number 4, but there is no change of luck for the Ugandans because the wickets continue to tumble in the power play. Riyazat Ali Shah goes slashing hard, and he pays the price.
It is 17 runs for 3 wickets now after just 3.1 overs. Nantin's in jersey number 10 picking up his first wicket. Ugandan batters digging themselves a huge hole here in the first power play.
That man Riyazat Ali Shah there saying that yesterday's type of game are the type of games that Uganda need to play in the build-up to tournament, so they can be in all types of situations. And I tell you what, it's karma. They say karma is something, but in this case I can tell you karma is not working Uganda's way because they find themselves in a similar scenario to yesterday. And once you walked into here, the comms box, the wicket started tumbling.
So I think I must be the one bringing the bad luck, definitely. 3 wickets since I've been in the commentary box. Yeah. It is Robertson Mbuya, jersey number 82, coming in at number 5 to settle the batters down and build some momentum. It is 17 runs for 3 after 3.1 overs with Nantenta in jersey number 10 with the ball in hand.
Any day, any other day in the world, Obuya would have been walking in at number 1. But because Uganda looking to have a change in the tactics, have a change in the way they do things, try out the different combinations, because they're still searching for the winning combination. They have a change in the tactics, and what the Ugandans do is they shuffle around the batting order, but still no fruits are being gained here. Robinson Obuya, an opener on any other given day, finds himself playing as an opener now because 17 for 3, he walks in at 5, but it's as good as an opener.
I was about to say, basically coming in as an opener, it is Robertson Obuya in jersey number 82, who's coming in with just 3 wickets down in the first power play. Ugandan side find themselves in a bit of trouble here at Tucks. As I say, ladies and gentlemen, we've got clear blue skies, sun's out, and Ntenta coming in with guns blazing as he goes for his third ball. Oh, that's a great start. Wicket to wicket. Looking for 2 there is Obuya. And he goes again. Run out opportunity. Oh. Good running there by Ugandan batters. Good intention by Robertson Obuya first ball. Looking to get going. Looking to be aggressive. And run wild between the wickets. A perfect start, you will say, by Natenzi. Picking up his wicket in the first over also. Following a good over by Thomas also.
Being disciplined is what these lads are doing. All the bowlers, right, looking to hit it right on the money. And that's how you have to go about business. And the catches by Davies, the keeper, have been good as well.
That's a good short ball. Good pace there by Nantenta. Testing the batter, does he have a pull shot in his pockets here? Well bowled by Nantenta. Just going for a dot ball there.
Good shot ball there. What happens next? What does he do? Let's see Natenga. Natenzi, the nigger.
Good
Touch
pace.
and go. Good hands from Robinson Obuya.
Goes for the quick single.
the fielders there sitting back and hugging the 30-yard mark, so it helps Aboya, who is a good runner between the wickets, to come through quickly.
I think that's something the keeper should be witnessing there, where his fielders are. They're on top of their money as a bowlers. They should be coming in to stop those ones and actually putting themselves in a catching position, not just sitting back at the ring, because the bowling side are actually on the front foot here.
It all depends on how you want to go about the tactics. The man who's in need of some runs there, Shurdeep Mangela, yet gets many on this tour, finds himself as the man who scored more than single digits today for Uganda, on 14 from 10.
That's a slow ball, Valentine. Goes for the Shire. Oh, good backing up there. Looking for the quick single there is. And that brings us to an end over. What a beautiful over it's been for an intended. Just picking up 1 wicket in this over. It's 20 after 4 overs for 3. The Ugandan batters still working themselves out of this trouble they've dug themselves in. And Thomas will continue on the attack. What I've loved so far coming to the commentary box is seeing the bowlers being able to use boat paces, slower balls, off cutters, a bit of bumpers, quick pace. It's always testing the batters in terms of how aware are they into the game. Are they able to pick out those slower balls, because they're quite crucial as they bring doubles or wickets. It's Thomas into the attack. Starts off with the double. Good ball there. Slow ball, as I said. Using his variations here is Thomas.
Very good overboard by Thomas up front. First over was super. The 2 wickets in the over, he went for just the 1 run. That is a real businessman on a working day.
Another slow ball there, just goes for 1. Robertson and Beer showing good intent there. Looking to get the 1s and 2s going nice and early, bring himself into the game by taking those singles. I think we also forget how valuable those singles are in a T20 match. The current T20s that we'll be watching, it's all big bang boundaries. But we forget about those 1s and 2s in the inner circle, and just sort of builds a momentum for the batters to be able to play those big shots at the end.
You couldn't say it any better. That's how you play the game. Sometimes you come through and it's not about going downtown with each delivery you face. Sometimes you come through and you've got to work so hard and make up for the incompetences of the previous batters. And this is what Uganda have found themselves in from match game 1. Match 1, the Lions only getting 109 in 19 overs. And then Uganda chasing comfortably, 62 for 1, but then they lost 4 wickets in a flash, 96 for 5, and then they had to fight to cross the line.
Thomas into the attack as he uses slow ball again into the air. Is a catch. Safe hands there. Thomas picks up his 3rd wicket of this game. Talking about those variations, he's used them very well. Nice slow ball into the wicket as he picks up another wicket. The 3rd one for Thomas. And Uganda find themselves 21 for 4 after 4 overs. Really getting themselves into big trouble here. It is Verma who comes in at number 6 now, looking to steady the ship as it's slowly starting to sink. It's quite important now that the idea is to bat 20 overs as they find themselves 4 down in the first power play. Should look to go back to almost playing 50 overs, get yourself in, get those 1s going, get those 2 going, go at a strike rate of 90 to close to 100. And then when you take it deep now, you're able to actually play that freedom game at the end in the last 5 to give yourself the best possible chance to get the high scores. But for now, it is 21 for 4 after 4 overs as Thomas picks up his 3rd wicket. What a bowler. Using his variations nicely, as I said. Those slow balls coming into hand.
The Ugandans not helping themselves here. Learning and forgetting nothing from their previous encounters with how they've gone about the business while batting. Different tail of the tape. They've been chasing previously. Now they are not chasing. They are setting. We saw that these wickets are very good to bat on. The outfits are electric.
Starts very well as Thomas hitting the deck very hard. Good pace there. And just number 36 at number 6 is Sumit Verba comes in as a right-hand batter to steady the ship here that's sinking.
Sumit Verma in need of many runs. One of the new boys in the team, him alongside Gaurav Toma, who swung and swung wildly for the Heavens, instead ended up holding out.
Yeah, follows up with the dot ball again. What a brilliant over there by Thomas. Only going for 1 in that over and picking up 1 wicket.
And end of the 5th, the power play still has just 1 more over, and the score is 21 for 4.
Looks like there's a change of bowler. T20 put to rest there after picking up just 1 wicket in his over. It is Sam who picks up the ball on the other end of centre Innings. We're still seeing the fiddle sitting a bit back on the inner ring boundary, instead of coming nice and aggressive here as the bowlers are on top, looking to stop those singles and put themselves in a chance to actually grab a catch.
You will feel for the Ugandans, especially their fans back at home who have ambitions of their team, getting big
Good
totals.
start there, we're bowled. Good fielding there by Thomas. Getting down just in time. The ball came quick to him. What a start there by Sam.
Sam, how do you pronounce that name? Sam Wayne?
Sam Wagner, yeah, I think that's the right way to pronounce it. Or Werner. Depends if he's Afrikaans or English.
The score is they're crawling through the innings so far, Uganda. 5 big boys already gone. He's in the air.
And to the air, another catch. Sam picks up his wicket in just his 2nd ball of the over. What is going on?
Same script like yesterday, 22 for 5, 20 for 5 yesterday. Now they're 22 for 5. Verena scrambles there, 1 wicket. Easy catch by Midoff. And guess who? The struggling man. New boy in the side. Surumit cannot get it off the square. And Vema falls almost for nothing. It's another duck for him. He got 4 yesterday, today's a duck.
Tough start here by the Ugandan batters, looking themselves like they're in a bit of trouble here. 22 for 5 after just 5 overs in the power play. And the Titans side will definitely be looking to put that chokehold on the neck and snap it and go down as quickly as possible. This is what the coaches speak about. When you've got your tail up as bowling side, you need to make sure you close the shop. You pick up those wickets and as low as possible. So I'm sure that'll be the chatter around that huddle there. Let's get them under a certain target. We've got them 5 down already.
Alpesh Ramjani missed out yesterday. Is the new man in. Jones Robinson Obuya, and I tell you what, it's time to work. It never gets tighter than this. If you've ever thought cricket is easy, you've got to look at how Uganda have been playing in these warm-up series. They are planting seeds of doubt in their setup, and they need to smell the coffee and then realize that they can actually play better than they're playing and apply themselves. Sometimes you look at the opposition and you take it for granted that things are going to be easy. But it's never easy.
It's never easy.
If you sign up as a sportsman, it's never easy.
I think with the Ugandan sides going to the World Cup qualifiers in Zimbabwe, it's very important for the batters to actually spend their time out in the crease, apply themselves and prepare themselves well for the World Cup qualifiers, because you're selling yourself short that you're coming into the game of a World Cup qualifier and you actually haven't got rounds, you haven't spent time in the middle, of which is never a good sign for a batting side.
Same stage yesterday, Uganda lost 5 wickets. They were 20 for 5 in 5.2 overs. Today they are 22 for 5 in 5.2. So
pretty much the same.
Yeah. Like I said, if you were a good student of European history, in the times of Napoleon Bonaparte, they learned nothing and forgot nothing from that.
It is Sam who carries into the attack. Nice hard length. And that's a wide, the umpire says. He's going to have to bowl that one again.
First extras there in a long while.
A bit of a loosener there by Sam. With the new batter, you're definitely looking to stay wicket to wicket. That hard length, top of off stump. Ask the right questions nice and early.
They won't win this match by getting wides. They must find a way to play smart cricket with their bats.
And it's a good slow ball. Short ball by Sam.
Asking questions of the abilities of Alpesh Ramjani. That man Alpesh Ramjani was on the Team of the Year 2023 ICC T20 Team of the Year, and as one of the 4 nominees for Player of the Year in T20. That was the time Uganda qualified for the World Cup. Starting Zimbabwe in Namibia in Windhoek, chasing down total of Namibia of Zimbabwe 137 and winning that one with 5 balls to spare. It was that man Alpesh Ramjani that waved the magic wand.
Sam into the attack, water ball, good hard length. That's the length he wants to hit. This is when you start looking at the game differently as a batter now. You've actually got 15 overs to bat. If you can bat 15 overs as a batsman, you can clearly get yourself close to that century mark. And that puts the team, if we're looking at this stage right now, at 23 for 5, that's 123. That's something to look at, to be defendable, as you've got your other partner Robertson and Buya another end to help you push that 150 mark now.
Both guys yet to score any runs, any purposeful runs.
Starts very well there is Ramjani. Gets off the mark with the solid defense shot, straight to mid-off. And that brings ourselves to an end of what a beautiful over it's been for Sam, picking up just 1 wicket. It's almost like every over there's a wicket here.
Yeah, first over that the Ugandans have not lost a wicket here. And it's the end of the power play. 6 overs done. Score is 24 for 5.
A beautiful over it's been for Sam, picking up just 1 wicket. It's almost like every over there's a wicket here.
On the other end, Natenzi Denega and Sam have joined in their act, striking in tandem to ensure Uganda never settled.
A change of bowler from our side. Jersey number 18, it is McCombs. Declan Suzuki McCombs comes into the attack, looking to make an impact also. Let's see what he does. Starts off with the hard length. Ends as a dot ball. Good start there.
See what they've done, the Titans here. They haven't given the Ugandans a chance to look at a bowler for so long.
100%.
They keep shuffling the bowling all around, and it's working their way.
I think coming to Pretoria and Joburg in general, you got to be able to play that pull shot very well, because a lot of the balls are going to be rising on you. As you see, McComb starting with that hard length. If you actually look, he doesn't have a deep square. So if you're able to play the pull shot, you're in the money to get yourself some easy runs. A wild delivery, just going for a dot ball there. Throwing his hands is Ramjani. That's a dot ball.
Very good dot ball there. The bowlers here have been hunting, not just in pairs, but in threes and fours. You look at that bowling scorecard of the Titans 11. Already 6 bowlers used. Declan Suzuki McCombs being the 6th, and he starts with the top lines.
Oh, that's a brilliant ball there. Goes in for dot ball.
What he's doing here is making Alpesh Ramjani play extravagant shots. You can see really no foot movement from Ramjani, but just throwing the bat to the ball. And I tell you what, it's a big chance there.
I think with the line Suzuki McCombs is bowling, I would love to actually have a slip or a gully into place, because you're getting the batter to play away from the body, which invites an outside edge. So I'd love to see him get a slip into place. And with the game where it's standing at the moment, you actually have the right to have a slip and continue putting that pressure on the Ugandans batters. As you see there, just easy one to sweeper is McCombs bowling to his field here. Comes into the attack.
Robinson Obuya here, tickling it off his pads there. But they decide early between him and Ramjani that they won't be taking the second, because the man at the ropes there runs in very quickly and cuts it off. David Tiga. Quite a good fielder.
Quite an interesting field McCombs has started off with there. He's almost looking like he's on the back foot. But it's actually, if I was him, I would have most of my fielders into the ring, invite a catcher into the slips or gully. Still apply the same pressure, because we're actually 24 for 5. A good slow ball once again. Bowlers using their variations very well. Looking for 2 there. There's a chance for the wicket. Oh, good, brilliant running there.
There was a momentary chance for a run out, but once he picked up the ball off balance, Obuya was already coming through for the second
one.
And they were home safe and dry, the two Ugandans. End of the over now. 7 gone. Uganda moving at a 4 per over, and they are 28 for 5.
Another change of bowling there by the Titans. Going to a spinner now. We've spoken about the spinners coming in hand for the middle overs. This is where it's become a little bit tough to score. The ball turns here, ball bounces. Spinner into the attack. Robertson on strike. Takes an easy one there.
Robinson continuing here with the hustle and running hard. And this is what they're doing. This is smart cricket. They look at him. He's a lanky fellow with long levers. They're trying to draw a full shot from him. What he does, he continues to play on the ground and run very hard between the wickets. That's how you go about the rebuilding phase. And Robinson is doing good for now.
Very good from Robertson. David Tiga into the attack. Oh, well ball. Good pace. Bowling nice and flat. There's David Tiga to Robertson. Well ball. David Tiga.
Tight stuff.
2 dot balls in this over so far. Good start here by David Tiga to Robertson.
The left-hander there bowling from around the wicket. It's a right-hander, not left-hander.
Right-hander.
I beg your pardon. David Tiga, he bowled the second over of the game. And he did very well, David Tiga. He didn't pick up a wicket, but he gave away hardly any runs. Just gave away 4 runs in that over. After the first over went for 11 runs. He came bowled the second, went for just 4 runs. And well, he negated Uganda's early carnage. Because from then on, you arrived here and you've been Uganda's demise. The wickets tumbled and they're falling real quick.
Maybe I need to leave the commentary box.
Naka, no, it's all good, Maka.
Good ball there by David Tiga to left-hander Ramjani.
I'm happy with you here. Yesterday I was riding solo and I can tell you what.
It was a difficult task.
If I was asked for any paycheck, I wouldn't know what to write on it.
Well ball there by David Tiga. Dot ball once again to end the over. Ramjani struggling to get the run off his legs for a single.
End of the over. And what they do best is that they don't leave the helmet on the pitch. These are basics being taught by the modern coaches because the helmet could cost you 5 penalty runs. The 12th man has been running in and off with the helmet every over. And Uganda moved to 31 for 5 after 8 overs.
It's a tough day to be a 12 man under this heat, scorching attacks. And you're running in and out of the field. It is McCombs who carries into attack again, coming from. Starts off with that hard length again, just a leg by. To strike.
You say leg by, but umpire indicates nothing. It looks like there was some little bat on it.
Some little bat that says. Yeah, I was about to also just go grab. Where is it?
Stay right there whether you see the teeth. Declan Suzuki McCombs comes through here to bowl another over, his second. The 2 Ugandans continuing to deal in singles, they're working hard. Power play, yes, power play in your world. For Uganda, it's a rebuilding phase. McCombs to Robinson. Keep playing it with a straight bat. Robinson Oboya is a willing worker. Flicks it off his hips there, Robinson Oboya. Yesterday, Uganda's batting blushes masked by Dinesh Kumar Nakrani Maganlal, who scored a half-century 54 from 30 balls in that chase over 160. Of course, Maganlal scoring 2 boundaries and 4 sixes. Yesterday, he had the skipper 41 from 31, Razat Alisha, who's departed for 0 today, who scored 41 from 31. And that is a fine dismissal. The wickets continue to tumble. It's not happening for the Ugandans. Super catch taken Alpesh Ramjani trying to up the ante, going for the aerial route. The man at the point takes a fine catch. And I tell you what, Uganda lose their sixth almost for nothing. Half of the team, half of the established batters back in the dugout for nothing. It's the bowling dominance here that has stood out for the Titan Supersport International Cricketer Academy 11. Strong opposition the Ugandans have faced, and it has told no runs whatsoever. This will be music to the ears of the opposition of the teams waiting to play Uganda at the World Cup qualifiers. They are 34 for 6. Out of place, out of sorts, and nowhere. Ramjani falls. Good take at point. That man. Declan Suzuki McCombs striking. First wicket. Look at his figures. 1 for 7, 1.5. And guess what? Who walks into bat? It's Dinesh Kumar Nakrani, the savior, the hero, the man from yesterday's innings with 54 from 30, 2 boundaries yesterday and 4 sixes, who saved the day in the chase of 160 as Uganda scored 100 runs in the last 10 overs. Today he comes in with more than heavy lifting to do.
I think we can clearly see that it does not matter if I'm in the commentary box or not. The wicket still falls. Just went out to grab a coffee and wicket. Maybe it's just my present here tucks. But what a good over there by McCombs. Picking up just 1 wicket.
I tell you what, Marker, this is a very good test for the Ugandans. This is a very good reminder. I tell you what, Marker, this is a very good test for the Ugandans. This is a very good reminder that Mother Cricket, Robinson Obuya and Alpesh Ramjani, those two guys staying together for 16 runs. I beg your pardon, for 12 runs. And scoring those 12 runs in at least 3 overs. But once Alpesh Ramjani decided to go aerial, he was caught at point. It means he went a little too early. He could have waited until the 10th over and the 12th over, because maybe there is firepower on the Ugandan side, and maybe they can go on and score many. This is what he does best.
Great fielding by Nathan Trevathan. And T20 back into the attack. I think, speaking about the game situation right now, this is when you go back to simple cricket. Take the game as it comes, ball by ball. Do not focus and worry about what's going to happen in the future. You've lost 6 wickets now. All you can do is rebuild, take your singles, take your ones. Go back to basics.
Uganda are always looking to stitch up small partnerships, and then they get broken. Obi and Ramjani staying together for 12 runs to move to 34. They were 22 for 5 when they came together. Been superb. They've been immense. Thomas, that spell of 2 overs, 2 runs, 3 wickets. And the change bowlers have ripped the Ugandan bowling apart, the Ugandan batting apart as well. McCombs and Varney, a wicket each. Obia, and the only batter now for Uganda to reach double digits, is on 11.
Oh.
Nakrani.
Great bowling there by Ntenza.
That is a good line. 4th stump area, Yorker length. He brings the bottom hand into play. That's why you saw it was going onto the one side.
Great tactics here by Tartan.
There's been a collapse for Uganda at the top and in the middle order.
You need someone to steady the ship now, just to calm the emotions down, take the game deep.
The last 4 wickets for Uganda have fallen for just 13 runs in 5 overs. It tells you the story in full. Ramjani there hitting the sweeper.
Good, nice
I
and
beg your
aggressive.
pardon, Ramjani, it's Nakrani. Nakrani, the man for the job. Like I would continue saying, every time he has looked like he's in the mood, every time he's looked like He is a man getting into the runs. He's done well for his country. He's done well for his team. And on this tour, he was the man who applied the winning marks in the game against the Lions of first game. Yesterday, he got 54. And today, he will be very, very important for his team.
So he's definitely the man to watch as Natenda coming to the attack to Robertson. The ball bowls that slow ball nicely. Great bowling there by Natenza.
There have been 32 dot balls when the last wicket fell. By the time the last wicket fell, 8.5 overs, there were 32 dot balls. That is too many dot balls. More than a half of what you faced.
Mother Cricket will tell you after 18 dot balls, something will happen.
He swings very hard. The keeper misses it. The first time we've seen the keeper, Chloe Davis, missing anything. There was real big chance for Nakrani to be sent packing, but well, when it's your day,
It's your day.
You can even pick a blank check.
Definitely. And that over ends by a boundary. Nantains are not happy there with his keeper. Felt like could have taken that chance. A very good start here by the SuperSport Titans. 43 for 6 after 10 overs. That's exactly what the doctor would have ordered for the bowling side. That's exactly what the coach would have asked from his bowlers to say, listen, good wicket here. Let's give ourselves the best possible chance to pick up our wickets, and they've done so pretty much. And we'll go for drinks. Uganda nuts the best man shine. Yes, universities.
That's a very good shot there from Robinson Obuya. Does it have the legs to run to the boundary? Yes, you're going to get a boundary after a long wait. Almost the first boundary in a long mile. They've been waiting and waiting, but that is very well played from Robinson Obuya, who gets a boundary with a new man in with the ball, Marcus Becker. He all comes in into the attack. First time he's bowling and he's milked a boundary. Robinson Obuya moving to 16 from 16 balls. He's moving at 100 strike rate, but not the best of strike rates, but it will do now. Better than good for him now, right there in the middle. Good hands. He's done very well, Robinson Obuya, to work very hard for the team, who reached 43 for 6 after 10 overs. Of course, the captain of the Lions, David Tiga, not afraid to throw the ball around. He's given it to 7 bowlers now. The guys have done well. Divan de Villiers went for 11. He didn't come back. But now what he does, he throws the ball to Marcus Becker. Gunners are trying to see out this over as the best so far since over number 1 where they scored 11. We are giving it a full straight bat, defensive and watchful as the over does come to an end. Very good over for Uganda, but also Marcus Becker getting 3 dot balls in the over. It is 49 for 6 after 11 overs. Uganda were able to score 100 runs in the last 10 overs.
Do you think they can do the same?
If they get 90 more, that will move the score to
130.
130.
136,
136, 140, 130. Right between 130 and 140. I don't know if it's good enough. I was trying to pose the question to you before you asked me the same question, but I can tell you it is possible if they play smart cricket. They need to continue to grind right now between over number. This is because this is the toughest phase of the game in T20 eyes, from over number 12 to over number 16. Whatever you do right there matters a lot. If they lose another 2 wickets, they won't even get to 120.
I think it's very important that Robertson and his partner build a very long partnership. They've got about 9 overs to bat, so I think if they can just go about a run rate of about 6 to 7 and over, as you say, a bowling change. What a brilliant teamwork there. First wicket, first ball. We speak about building partnerships and we haven't seen none of that today. Ugandan have struggled from the moment we'd go as they lose their 7th wicket. Now that 100 runs we are talking about looks very far from now, which is 3 wickets in hand.
Hero yesterday with a bat. Villain today, Ninesh Kumar Nakurani, 9 runs from 8 balls. He went for the cut shot, uppercut, not sizing it up nicely, and the team effort, double act from the guys, one parrying it to the other, and well, they complete what they call, the coaches like to say, you hunt in pairs, you run after balls in twos. They do it nicely and pick up the 7th wicket, and for me I feel they've picked up a wicket that is worth another 50 runs in Nakurani. So 49 now for 7. Uganda still struggling in their innings. This could be done and dusted in a while now.
Looks like Gould could be knocking off the commentary box quite early today. Ugandans need to put in a fight though. It's still far from over. You've got 3 wickets in hand. Let's try at least get to close to 120 mark. Build the pressure. It is Tuto Majoli who picks up his first wicket in his first over so far.
Nakurani had a boundary in his innings, but he forced to Tuto Majoli, caught by Marcus Becker. Obuya remaining the lone warrior for Uganda. He must hold these innings together His partners have tumbled at the other end. He now has a tail for the company. But in Juma Miyagi, he'll find someone who loves some lusty blows. The ball is gripping and tightening. And the Titan Super Sport guys are tightening the grip. The bowling changes have worked perfectly. Look at how they've used more than just 6 bowlers. Big booming drive down the line from Juma. After Sakurano Thomas tore apart the top order with those 3 wickets, the rest of the supporting cast, McCombs, Vani, Matt Joy, have all chipped in. Uganda's batting continues to unravel. They're stuck at 4-pointer. They're moving at just 4.4 runs every over, and that won't take you places in a T20. Playing and not knowing where that has gone. Juma Miyagi and Robinson Obuya have got a rebuilding job to do. Only 4 wickets left in Uganda's tank, and they'll be banking on that man Obuya. And maybe the experienced Frank Suga, who is yet to bat.
Do you think Robertson Ogoy can have a go right now, looking at how many batters are left, or is it still a bit early?
Still a bit early. Let him play time. This is a tour game, a friendly game. Play yourself in. Show more cause. Take it deep. When you take it deep, even the bowling is wearing down. Even the fielders are getting tired. Even the line stray a bit. But if you go boom, boom, you end up perishing instead. Dying in your own movie. That's what we would say back at home.
Dying in your own movie.
Yeah. Projected score doesn't look good on the Ugandans. Says a bit 80-90.
80-90. But it is Devon de Villiers who carries on into the attack as a spinner. Left arm spinner into the attack. Brilliant start. As we wait for the umpire to signal leg byes. The Ugandans will appreciate every single run they could get.
Yeah, and they breach the 50-run mark in a long while. They will normally love to get there in 5 or 6 overs in the power play. Right about now, they get to cross 50 in 12 overs.
Oh, a ball by de Villiers. Good fielding of his own bowling, making sure that ball is not going for any runs.
The innings has remained in tatters for Uganda. They're crawling along.
Oopsie, what happened there? Keepers.
It slipped out of his hand. Sweaty palms. You can't fault Devon.
Jeez.
He's got to do this all over again. Umpire indicating a no ball, a freebie for Uganda. And Obuya has been waiting
for these ones.
But instead it is Juma Miyagi who gets the chance, the vice captain. And he blasts this one. Devon does stick a hand out there in the wilderness.
Run out opportunity.
And well, it doesn't count because the bounce wasn't true to Devon.
What ball by de Villiers. Good line there. Straight wicket to wicket. Asking the batter to make a mistake. And I'll hit the stumps or your LB. You find that actually a lot of left arm spinners are not turning the ball nowadays. They're just drifting it in. Allowing the batter to make that mistake of playing for the turn. Devon de Villiers carries on into the attack. A decent over so far by him.
It's not a bowler. It's Devon bowling.
Oh, what ball, Devon. A Yorker there.
Number 9 is bowling. Those graphics will be put right. It's number 9, Devon de Villiers bowling. The last over, the 13th, was bowled by Devon, not Marcus Becker. So the score now, at the end of the over is 56 for 7. How many more do you fancy the guys from the Pearl of Africa to get?
I think in 7 overs you can get close to that 120 mark. You just need exactly just one batter to
It was who? Co-commentator here, my colleague in the comms box says 120 is possible if one guy does dig in and dig deep in his coffers and his abilities, but that is asking them to score more runs than they have now of just 42 balls. You're asking them to score 60 from 42.
That is doable, definitely. Just need one batter in to take the game on to the bowlers and bet on his luck to come out on top of it.
Yes, you
And that man, for me to say it is Robertson Mbuyo. He's got the long levers. He's a big boy.
Both the two batters here have got long levers, and both of them are close friends. So maybe the camaraderie could work Uganda's way. But more importantly, there are 3 wickets left in hand. I don't know how you look at that.
It's a bit of a tough one to say so far, but 3 wickets left in hand is not a lot. But if just these 2 batters can stick it in and get that 120 in 7 overs, it is doable. It is T20. Anything can happen. Anything can turn around. As you said yesterday, they scored just 100 runs in the last 10 overs. Why not today?
You're listening to the sound of faith. But you know, they tell you it's the hope,
It's the hope that kills you.
that kills you, hoping beyond hope.
As a sportsman myself and as a leader myself on my team, I will always believe, no matter what the situation is, as you can clearly see, it's still coming out today. The belief is still there.
End of the over. As listen to a man who is preaching here good news. 62. Make that 62 for 7. After 14 overs, 36 balls left in the game. Uganda will be targeting to score maybe 50, maybe 40 more runs there and get to 100 and negate that pass score, which is saying they will get only 80 runs or 90 runs.
It is Divan. She's back into the attack as a seamer. I think T20 is actually a funny game of cricket because if you can get 1 over to go for 20, all of a sudden now we're sitting at 82 for 7, and that 120 mark doesn't seem far all of a sudden.
Sorry to ask, but what's your faith? What's your faith?
It's a game of cricket. I think I always believe anything can happen.
Do you go to church?
Yes, I go to church.
Which one?
As we see into the sky, big shot here by Robertson Obuya, and he gets a maximum. Maybe this might be the beginning of the 28 runs in the over we're talking about.
First, I need you to tell me which faith you are.
I'm a Christian.
Well done on you. I'm a Christian too. But I thought you were a preacher. I thought you were a man of God. You're an apostle or a remnant. Because I was going to tell you, the guys who tell 70-year-olds, don't worry, one day you'll get married.
That 70-year-old, no way.
But well, it's all happening. Obuya breaking the shackles there, getting the first boundary.
First maximum since I've been here that I've seen.
Divan de Villiers, the 2 guys wearing shirt number 9 on this team, one in the long sleeve, one in the short sleeve, Marcus Baker and Divan. So it was Marcus last time round, and this is Divan running very hard. Obuya gets a heave out of the park, and then a single. Smart cricket.
7 off 2 balls 4 balls to go. It's definitely a big over possible here for the Ugandan batters. What a start in this over. 7 of just 2 balls.
And see what they do. This is thinking, a captain who is thinking, David Tiga, he does bring the guy from long on and long off back into the 30 yard, and then he sends third man down and fine leg down, and there is mid wicket and the guy in the cow corner area. They're asking Juma Miyagi to show them.
Can he pull?
No, his big muscles. They're asking him to show, go downtown.
Go downtown.
Yeah, let's see if you can go shopping.
I would have thought with that field set, they might go for the short ball because they've got fine leg, third man out, and deep square and deep mid wickets out. Eight runs so far of this over. Devon de Villiers into the attack. What a big shot! That's definitely clearing the boundary for a big maximum. It is Robertson Obuya striking very well there, finding his confidence. This partnership is seemingly positive now, heading the right direction. To calculate that we are actually just 6 runs away from the 20 runs I spoke about in this over, it shows that a man with belief can transfer it to the batters, even though from the commentary box.
You can say that again. Of course, Robinson Obuya, they are pacing his innings, and that's what he's done better than everyone else in Uganda's dugout for the guys that are already having a quick shower and getting ready to come for the second innings. It's a big lesson for the Ugandan batters to always play yourself in, give yourself a chance to look at another delivery and another over. And you see every time he's hit a 6, Robinson Obuya, he's gone on to tickle the ball and nudge it for a single. Smart cricket from Obuya, big lesson for all other big batters, and well, he's putting on a masterclass free of charge here at the HPC.
100%. It is 15 rounds of this over with just 1 ball to go. And that's all done by the 2 batters out there, Robertson Obuya.
What remains important here for Obuya now and Juma Miyagi is not to give away a wicket now. They need to play another 2 overs together, maybe get 15 and 15 again, and that could change the tail of the tape in this innings.
Nice to see that finally getting some beliefs here from my colleague. Now we are talking something positive. I've been able to put him out of the slum there of just poor mindset, but we're back on point now. It is 78 runs after 15 overs with just 3 wickets in hand by the Ugandan batters. Something to hope for, something to work with now for the bowlers. They'll be sitting in the change room just praying and hoping that they get over that 120 mark. And that is David Tiga who comes back into the attack.
Sometimes you talk about hope, and I can tell you what, you have to create your own luck. Create that luck, make yourself hopeful, be proactive, no, don't be reactive. The Ugandans many times want to be reactive at the top of the order, hoping things will just happen their way, thinking they've carried their wickets from their bedrooms and come and batted on them. It doesn't happen like that. You've got to work your way out of troubles, and Obuya has done that exactly. And in Juma Miyagi, he has a sensible fella who will know that if Obuya is here, I can wait and launch later. It's important. Uganda have scored 28 runs in the last 3.1 overs. That's scoring at 9 per over. Impressive without losing a wicket. And it's a partnership that has come in quick time.
Well played by Robertson Obuya for a single. Good partnership here building up. Boys complementing each other very well, taking the singles, and Robertson Obuya going for the maximum.
Juma Miyagi was only coming in a short while ago, but it's already moved into double digits. And he's the only other batsman in the Ugandan team who has scored more than single digits today. So it tells you of how the middle of Uganda is willing to work when the batters at the top fail. And how about if they all worked in tandem, each one at the top got at least 10 runs? It would be a different story.
What a shot there by
Robertson.
Tickling it down, and the ball going for the boundary. What a shot there, using his hands very well to access that boundary option. It's almost like a low slot tap sweep almost. Not putting any power on it, just putting his bats in just enough to beat the fielder at 45. and they get themselves a boundary. For example, they've got 3 singles in this over and the boundary that takes them towards 7 runs in the over with 2 balls to spare. We'll take that over any day with the situation they find themselves in.
Doesn't bowl that one there. He's been doing that many a time. David Tiga.
Playing mind games.
Yeah, his spell is not bad. 2.5, 14. He's just gone for 1 too many in this over. But all remains good. He cramps him for home. And him trying to play right in that vacant region at short mid-wicket. He just taps it back to the bowler, David Tiga, and there's no run for Uganda. Obuya on strike now. Touch and go. Nowhere to run. Obuya knew he was never going to make it at the other end. And is bright enough to know, steer clear of trouble, don't run into the heavy traffic. And as the 16th over does come to an end, Uganda still fighting, 85 for 7.
7 rounds coming off that over. Brilliant over by the Ugandan batters. Simple cricket. Not even risky cricket at all. Just basic cricket, taking the ones and taking the boundary when provided. Baker into the attack. Is that right, sir? Marcus Baker starts off by just 2 runs off this over so far on the first ball. Good cricket job by the Ugandans finally.
What will come the Ugandans is that the wicket continues to be spin friendly in the later stages of the game. Uganda, of course, have their own quality spinners in the side. Henry Senyondo yet to come out to bat, and Innocent Muevas there as well.
That's a freebie. That one should go for a boundary. But good running, and only goes for 2.
The throw is good from the man riding the ropes there. Shot number 18, Declan Suzuki McCombs. Obuya has really stood tall. The innings, he could be on the non-striker's end taking a breather. But this innings has been all about him. 38 from 32, 2 fours, 2 sixes. And Miyagi has offered valuable support, playing the sheet anchor role, dropping anchor with 12 from 18, make that 14 from 20. Clean board. I jinxed the man. That was right onto the money. He played the whip. Instead, it is his furniture that is rearranged. A wicket against the run of play. Marcus Baker. What a strike. What a wicket. 2 for him now. And Uganda lose their 8th.
A wicket that we did not want to lose at the Ugandan batters. After working so hard, you can't afford to throw that wicket away like that. I just felt like he threw it away. That shot was unnecessary. He tried to play off balance, head falling, nowhere near close into being a good position. But the main man is still into the attack. There's Robertson Obuya. He's still the man to take them over, close to the 120 mark. They are just 41 runs away from that. 31 runs, sorry.
A promising knock from Juma Miyagi, who never looked like he was going to step onto the gears. 16 from 23, unlike him, that's a batsman's innings who's trying to steady a match. He normally comes through, he wants to hit out a couple of balls. No lasty blows from him today, but a very sensible knock. A knock that looks like a 50 on any other day from Juma Miyagi, the vice captain. And in walks his opening bowling mate in Cosmas Cheuta, another guy with long levers, another close friend with Robinson Obuya and Juma Miyagi.
A very important partnership now. Just under 4 overs left of this first innings. Yeah, Tucks.
They would like to wrap this up quickly.
100%.
Big appeal. Tall man given out. Fast ball. Trap. Leg before wicket.
I thought I heard 2 sounds there.
That's what they try to say. Unfortunately, we don't have the TV replays here. Unfortunately, we don't have the TV umpire coming into play. And unfortunately, Cosmas Cheuta will take a walk.
Without scoring any runs, he goes away on the first ball. He's back under the shed. It's pretty scorching out there. I also wouldn't want to spend much time out there. Sun's out here at Tux.
But you feel lucky. You feel unlucky for him.
Definitely. I think if there were any third umpires, I would have definitely gone upstairs for that one. The umpire was pretty confident with that one. Didn't hesitate at all. The finger went straight up.
Not happy, but he doesn't show the decent. He's a gentleman enough, Cosmas, to say, well, sometimes things happen my way, sometimes they won't happen my way. That's the nature of cricket, and it brings out the character in you. If you're a bad guy, I tell you, you're a bad man.
As a batsman myself, I would not have a friendly chat with the umpire himself. And that takes us to 9 down with 89 runs on the scoreboard. Just less than 4 overs to go. I think this is the time now for Robertson Obuya to have a go.
It's about time.
It's about time.
It's about time. There's no thinking twice. And you can clearly see what they do. They're happy to give him the single. They send 5 fielders out. He's got protection. They're happy to give him the single. They send 5 fielders out. He's got protection, deep square leg. He's got protection at mid wicket. There is protection at a long on, long off, and extra covers. No one really behind the keeper. And he's clean balled. First ball, he goes for big heave, trying to muscle that one out of the park. Uganda's innings will end on 89. What a shift of an inning this has been for the Titans 11 from the Super Sport Park International Cricket Academy. They bowl out the Ugandans for 89 in a T20 match. I tell you what, it's been that type of innings the Ugandans have huffed and puffed, crawled through their innings, and it's not happened. A big partnership here and there. No love.
Innings. Titans 11. It's up there, the offers. They're gonna come bowl. They've got 89 runs on the scoreboard. Titans have 0, and it's gonna be a super duper interesting bowling attack to see. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back shortly, just after the break. It is 89 runs on the scoreboard and all out for the Ugandans. Thank you. Are they gonna take lunch or?
Sorry. How it ended for the Ugandans, you can't say it was all ended in premium tiers, but not the type of innings they were looking to conjure up here today. They get 89 all out. In a wise man's words, all the cricket legends were, they will say runs on board and runs on board, and it will be very important for them to see how they make this total of all target of 90 look like a 130, 140 run target. They've got the experience, but sometimes good is not enough when best is an option. We're back for the commentary here for the second innings. It's the Titans, the Super Sport Titans, up against the Ugandans. The Ugandans look to make it 3-0 on their short trip to South Africa, the final lap of their preparations before they go to the International Cricket Council Men's T20 World Cup Africa Qualifier. Call it the Africa Finals. And with me in the comms box is the main man.
It is your boy Paul Sampolo. We're back again on studio. We've got the Ugandan side trying to defend 90 runs. I think the most important thing for the Ugandans is the wickets. Wickets. They want to pick up at least 2 wickets in the first over. Set the president nice and early. Transfer the pressure back to them. As a captain, you want to set aggressive field. You want to make sure that you're giving your bowlers the best possible chance as we go. Got the left arm into the attack. A brilliant start there.
And what they do, Uganda, they go to that man, Alpesh Ravila Ramjani, shot number 69, the leading wicket taker in world cricket in 2023. Big chance, big appeal. They don't get a chance. The keeper thinking the batsman was off balance there. Tinas goes, who is opening with Lowy Davis. It's not out. It's not out, says the umpire, and tells the Ugandans, keep calm. I'm in charge. I'm in control.
I'm the man, this job.
Yeah, but I can tell a lot more about Ramjani. 55 wickets in that year.
Yeah.
And that alone got Uganda to go to places they've never been before. And that was the World Cup. Uganda making their debut in the West Indies and America in 2024 last year. He's given the chance to bowl the first over, to ask big questions. And look at the protection he has. Henry Senyondo at a short, fine leg there. The National Crony at a square leg. Short mid-wicket is the captain, Riyazat Alisha. Juma Miyagi right behind our noses here to pick up that big catch at long on.
Ramjani into the attack.
Big appeal.
And that's a wicket, Ramjani. You spoke about that man. What a man. Picks up the first wicket in the first over. We've spoken about that as 0 for 1. What a man, Ramjani. You spoke about him very well, and I can see him why he's done so well for the Ugandans as a bowling unit. What a man, what a wicket. And this is the start that the coach would have asked for in the change room. But the boys have delivered. 1 wicket in the first over.
Trusting their abilities, the Ugandans, it's not the start. You aspire when you chase down small targets. Small targets always look like tough calculus for many teams. Super Sport Titans lose the first, goes for nothing. 4 deliveries, 4 dot balls. He traps his man leg before wicket. After Uganda feel they were denied the stamping. You can see Nakrani still having words with the square leg umpire. He's trying to make his presence felt. But tells him stay calm. And Nakrani, a fiery player.
Yeah. It is Nathan Treverton who comes in as a batsman at number 3, and I can only speak well of him. I remember I played Cubswick under 20 in 2021 with him, and he scored 100 runs, and that won us. So Cubswick is basically the best of the best from each region. So the Lions are best under 19, Dolphins best under 19, and just remembering him scoring that 100, and to still see him playing cricket right now is so good. He's a batsman to watch. He's a batsman that can chase runs, big totals, and he loves spending time at the crease. It is Nathan Treverton who comes in as batsman number 3.
90 is the target. It will remain 90. 2 balls left in the over. If the ball is gripping a bit, it's not coming straight and full. And the conditions are very well exploited by the Titans. Let's see what the Ugandans think about the conditions. A touch shot, not punished. He could have
Rock back a little bit
rocked
there.
back a little bit and then pounced on it to hit it to the vacant region square leg, because one man there in Sumit Verma, he was going to do nothing to stop that one. End of the over, it's a maiden up front, a maiden wicket. That is stuff that looks like gold dust for Uganda now.
Yeah, 100%. This is what the doctor would have ordered in the change room to say, guys, let's have a good start now. Is that Robertson coming back into the attack?
No, Kusmas.
Kusmas.
39.
Oh, it is Kusmas who comes in at the first or second over from the other end, from the centre learning. A big tall man. Would love to see him crack that 130 mark. Those high speeds trouble those batters on these conditions. I see he's got to slip into play, so definitely looking to beat the outside edge.
Lowy Davis, the keeper, took up some good catches. Cosmas Cheuta will give them the first runs of the innings. It'll come through extras and it's wide.
That's
And
very
it-
generous from him.
Very generous. It's like when you go to a spa here, and I tell you buy one, you get two for get two for free.
Yeah. But how's your stay been so far here in South Africa?
So far, this feels like home.
Feels like home.
I call it a poor man's USA.
Why?
Very beautiful here
Very
in SA,
beautiful.
especially after the winter.
Right time to come during the springtime. Going into summer now, a lot of cricket to be played from all around the country. Here is Cosmos into the attack as he gets his first dot ball. Just the batsman looking to take the pressure to him, advancing there. Still no runs coming from the batters. My apologies. The bowlers have asked the right questions so far. Here's Cosmos into the attack. Well bowled. A quick single in the ring. Kenny Shire. Rouse safely. Good fielding here. Good backing up. Good all-round cricket here at Tuck Stadium.
Good fielding, good backup. Yes, Cosmas Cheuta, nicknamed Choto. He's bowling good lines here. 2 dot balls already. His first ball was the wide. And he's given a 1 run. A touch and go affair between Lowy Davis and Nathan Trevathan. Work to do. It's never easy in cricket.
That's it. When you've got the runs on the scoreboard, you're always on the favouring side because the other side still has to get the runs. Oh, that's good pace. And that's a good stop also. Just fumbled a little bit. Came very quick to him.
Indeed, very quick. But Henry Senyodo does well. Good goalkeeping skills, powering it back into the field of play, and there's nobody to rebound, hopefully. But he does very well, Henry. Senyodo would have saved his team 3 runs there. And if he had grabbed it at the first time of asking, it would have been
a dot ball.
a dot ball. Very well said.
Catch! Oh, no man at square leg. Good pace here by Cosmos.
Real good wheels from Cosmas. How I wish Nakrani, who is standing at a short mid-wicket, was just at square leg. That was going to be an easy one to swallow.
Easy one to swallow. Funny enough, I think cricket nowadays, square leg in the ring doesn't really work. But in an instant like that, you ask yourself, should we have? Maybe, maybe not.
Touch and go, no runs to go.
And that's a dot ball by Cosmos to end the over. And only 3 runs coming from that over so far with just 1 wicket.
There was an early breakthrough from Uganda for this man, Alpesh Ramjani, who comes back to bowl from the Tax Stadium, the football stadium end. Was trapped LBW for a dark. Wickets in the power play matter a lot in this type of game. Big swing, big heave. That is a
Maximum.
6 runs for the big boy. There, Chloe Davis enjoying that hit. Went right out of the middle of the bat. And toward the word 6 on it as soon as left the bat. Four for 1 becomes 10 for 1. Scoring now does improve to at least 3 per over.
Just 80 more runs to get. Ramjan into the attack.
Good effort there. Captain Riyazat Alisha gets E for effort for that attempt in the covers there. And his vice captain Juma Miyagi that does clean up at the boundary. Good hit. That is a boundary. They've milked the bowling of Ravilal. The 2 guys there, a 6 and 1, and now a boundary. Nathan Trevathan joins his mate in Davis in saying, if you can hit a boundary, I can get 1 as well. 11 runs in the over. This is how you rebuild after an early wicket.
Definitely. If you're looking now at the score to get, it's getting very small and inch by inch. That's a problem with small scores. 1 big over. Suddenly everything changes. Ramjani back into the attack. Can he get there?
It's been a fruitful over for them.
100%.
They're getting the boundaries and getting the singles. Ramjani struggling to end the over on a high. A wicket here will change on who has won this over. Because they're only defending 90. So if they get 10, 12 runs in the over, they've won the over. So into the dot ball. So the overs owners do go to the Titans from Super Sport Park. Still a delivery. Let's see how this goes. First dot ball in a long while.
How my coach used to summarize it back in the day when we played and we're defending a small total, he will literally just say, there's 10 wickets. That means you've got 10 balls to win the game. So if you look at it now, they literally need 9 balls to win the game, whereas the other team still needs a lot of runs. So to simplify it, it's just a matter of 9 good balls that get you a wicket and you collect a W.
Oh, say coaches are always wise men, looking cool behind the stunners, the shades, always with the floppies on, but thinking the game, sleeping the game, and they live for the game. Sometimes the players forget that these coaches have played to the highest of levels. They don't want to take their advice. They think, after all they said, a student is always better than the teacher. Here's Cosmos now, from the Center of Excellence end.
Body behind the line, that's a great fielding. You talk about putting your body behind the line. There's a man right there at mid-on. Hit very hard.
Young Joseph Benjamin Baguma, wearing a number that I used to wear as well in my playing days, number 11. For me only because some of the greats like Daniel Vittori, Andrew Flintoff did wear the same number.
You were inspired.
And also because I was born on the 11th of November.
Oh,
so
okay.
11.
It made more sense.
Yeah. I don't know which number you wear in your playing days now.
I wear 26 in tribute to my late sister. She passed away in 2017, the 26th of January. So I wear number 26. and a tribute to her. Looking for a second one. Nathan Treverton sends his man back to his crease.
Sorry about the loss of your sis. May her continue to rest in power, and may you continue to do her proud.
100%. I hear there's a bit of a smell coming from the kitchen. I think lunch is ready.
I know you were hungry this early. It says about what you did yesterday on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, we just had a training session yesterday as I'm still playing the game for University of Wits. Oh, that's a great shot. Unfortunately, finds a man. As a captain, I would love to have spinners both ends right now because looking at how they're playing Cosmos, they're very comfortable, playing him on the up, willing to use his pace to go over the top. I'll revert to my spinners both ends, ask them to create their own power to clear the boundary. Short ball.
If Henry Senyondo chases and catches up himself, his team a certain couple of runs, but they're looking around and want a third. Davis and Treverton, they don't fail for the bait to take a third. They get 2 runs, and it's a good over already. 4 runs from it. They need less than 4 runs to win.
Looking at the score right now, it's piling up here for the Ugandans. Pressure going to their side.
They got off to a good start, the Ugandans. Picking up a wicket made in the first over. But in the next 3 overs, the Titans from Supersport Park have been able to get 20 runs. Again, runs on offer. Nakrani unable to cut off the one. Good real pace from Cosmos, but like you said, it won't trouble these batters. These are young guys who are facing bowling machines teaming in at 140, 150 plus. So the pace of Cosmos, which is around 130, won't really trouble them.
No, not at all. So as a captain, I'm definitely looking to my spinners. Where am I going to from here? Let's look to turn the ball. Let's look for the batters to make their mistakes. Or bowled.
This time
Or
round,
folded.
no run. Nakrani does the job at a short mid-wicket. End of the over is one where they milk Cosmos very well. They score enough runs from him. And after his 2 overs, Cosmos is gone for 9 runs. Alpesh Ramjani went for 12 in his 2. And what does the captain think will be the medicine for these Supersport Titans lads? He brings the vice captain. He says, come bowl some real quick blinders here. He trusts his specimen to deliver. But also sometimes you've got to feel for the captain. He's still in the power play. And after his premier bowler, who went for many in the previous over, after bowling a maiden, he went for 12 in the second over. Alpesh Ramjani, the skipper, is steering clear of his spinners because he's got more spinners on the field. There's Baguma right there in the frame. And there's Nakrani who bowls a few cutters. Good pace. Hit down to 3rd man. They want a second. The left-hander does a good shift. Henry Senyondo.
He's been in the business to the end of the field so far. Chasing the ball, stopping the ball. The ball just seems to be following him so far.
Equation getting simpler for the Supersport Titans. They need another 68 runs from 95 balls. At this stage, 22 runs. The time Uganda got 22 runs, they were 5 down. And they had played out 5.2 over. So, but these guys have 22 in just 4.1. So they are an over
Ahead.
in terms of business. It's like when you're in an investment club and halfway there you've saved $1 million and the other man has saved $3 million. It's the difference between the two. Uganda broker than the Titans for now.
That's good
Good
pace.
pace, good wheels.
Good fielding. Chance over the wicket. Oh, a bit slow there at point.
He was struggling there to complete the run there. The big boy, Chloe Davis, is a bit bally. Juma Miyaji. Cut very well. They'll try to put him under pressure to make sure they come through for a second. And once he fumbled, they took the second. That is good awareness from Davis and Trevathan.
Brilliant running between the wickets. You speak about stealing the runs. Those are the important runs that you steal. That frustrate the bowler. The bowler hates to see that. Oh, that's amazing off drive by Nathan Trevathan. What a shot for 4.
I told you, the pace of the two express bowlers of the Gunners won't trouble these top order batters of our Titans, because the bowling machine is like bread and butter to them every day. It's what they look forward to. It's what they wake up to. Well, the coach is pumping it with no less than 100 deliveries every session. So for them here today, they look at this game and they say there's a total of 120 deliveries to face in our innings. If we face 80, we will be champions for the day. And skipper Rezat Alisha must be hoping that he can see the back end of this over and the next one, so that he can bring his spinners into play. Here is Juma Miyagi facing the fire from Chloe and Trevathan. 8 runs so far in his over. And there will be more. Not for now.
Not a bad short ball there. Goes for a dot ball. It is Miyagi into the attack. Trying to find solutions here for his captain. It's been a very difficult over for him so far. I think this is where you take a gamble as a captain, and I know it's a tough one to bring on your spinners in the first power play. He's really got a bolt hard for you. But with 90 runs on the scoreboard, I think you're allowed to have a gamble in a power play with 2 spinners.
The problem with that is that the captain went for safety a little too early. After maiden wicket from his premier spinner, the next over he was pumped for 12. He said, I'm not bringing you back. Let me save your 2 overs for later.
After.
Maybe things will be better later. Sometimes later is late.
It's late.
30 for 1. The SuperSport Titans are gliding along nicely. Seamless thus far as they move to 30 for 1 in 5 overs. Guess who comes into the attack now? It's Mr. Dinesh Kumar Nakrani Maganlal. Left arm medium. What will worry the Ugandans going to the qualifiers is the lack of runs from their top order. It's been the middle order playing the act of a Mr. Savior. Delicate, educated edge from shot number 5, Nathan Trevathan, who gets to make another boundary from the bowling of Nakrani. Uganda chasing shadows for now. They will chase and chase but won't catch up. That was very well cut. Boundary to welcome Nakrani into the attack. 30 for now.
Get it. Almost brilliant fielding there at the man at mid-wicket.
It's the number shot 11 again. Joseph Benjamin Baguma, he was the difference for Uganda yesterday as the Lions looked to cut loose and put on a mammoth score. He came through in the mid-overs and bowled
Very well.
4 overs, 3 wickets for 19 runs.
That's brilliant. Nakara asking the right questions. They're staying wicket to wicket.
Yeah, once it's straight away early on in the over, there was an educated edge from Davis that went for 4.
But quite an interesting offside field he's got. He's got no fine leg, but everyone, he's put the extra man into the ring, but they're still able to take that quick single at point. And the score moving to 36 for 1.
Easy. Looking so easy for the guys who are keeping calm right there in the middle. Making it look like a real practice session. The coaches will be happy. Richard Das Neves, a guy who has won it all with the Titans.
And Nathan Treverton only getting a signal of that. And that's 37 in the first power play. Just only losing 1 wicket.
End of the over. 37 for 1 in 6 overs. The Super Sport Titans are gliding along nicely. They just need another 53 runs from a lot of time.
It is Miyagi though who carries on bowling as it comes into the attack. Oh, that's a brilliant ball. Nice hard length, but still able to go for 1. That's brilliant bowling, turning those good balls into ones. Just opening his body shape nicely to face the offside and allowing himself to be able to access that offside region.
Good analysis right there. Question becomes simpler. It's now 52 required. Dancing down the wicket to no music. It's Juma Miyagi who has his hand on his head, throwing a missed chance, hoping if that had clipped the bails off, it misses everything. It's the keeper that takes the glove and it's the dot ball in the end. Davis survives.
Brilliant cover drive, straight to sweeper for only a single. Yeah, you're bowling nicely to his field here. Well played.
A swivel from the batter, Nathan, and they'll get a couple. Juma Miyagi lucky that that one wasn't clipped to the boundary.
Good pace though by Miyagi. Testing the batter whether he's got the short pull. .41 for 1. after 6 overs. Oh, what a beautiful shot there. Straight to mid off for 1. Good strike rotation here by the 2 batters. Davies and Nathan just keeping the scoreboard ticking very nicely here.
The call is easy from everyone else on the park. They want him to end this over and ask him to finish good. Juma Miyagi is gone already for 5 runs. And he does finish good. He's the skipper that does the backing up of the bowling of his vice captain. Leading from the front, Juma and Riyazad. End of the 7th over, and the score is 42 for 1.
Musawana mutimu. This guy is 14. We don't have him on the list.
Oba.
Yeah, another guy who's going to bowl now.
Ageko go list.
No, he's here. Eh? Yeah. He's not playing on the first 11. He's number 14.
And that's a boundary. A good use of his feet as Nathan Treverton beats all the man covering the offside. As he accessed that boundary easily. Good use of his feet here. Putting the pressure back to the bowler. Oh, what ball. Good comeback.
First ball 4 runs, no?
Once again, great fielding though. Using his feet very nicely, but this time around he finds a fielder. That's Robinson at point. Bowling short again, accessing sweeper this time around is Nathan, keeping the scoreboard ticking very nicely here. Moving on to 47 for 1 after 7 overs. Batters are in a hurry here to finish this game nice and early. Well bowled. Well bowled, well bowled. Asking the right questions there. Is Jovis Baguma. And that's straight up in the air. Can you get there? Hold up. What? Oh, he fumbles that. Fumbles a catch. That's a chance gone. Disappointed by the bowler. He set the field. He set the plan. And the fielder just not coming to the party there. And that's Joseph Baguma, who finishes over with the drop catch. And that's a door ball to begin with. It is Dinesh Nakrani. Just a chat around on the field. Keep it tight, keep it steady. Let's keep hunting for those wickets. Something has got to give. Nakrani into the attack. Oh, just gets an inside edge down to short. Third man. Nathan Treverton takes a strike. He's been the man in form here. He's on 33. He's been striking the ball beautifully. He's been aggressive since he got into the crease. He's a man who likes to keep the scoreboard ticking. As you see there, once it tickles it down to mid-on. Can they go for two? Sends him back, says no, not this time. That's a brilliant piece of fielding by the man at short third. There's a bit of miscommunication. There's a run-out opportunity. Another chance missed there by the Ugandan fielders. And that takes their score to 51 after 8 overs, losing just only 1 wicket there. 2 chances now put down by the Ugandan fielders. That's a lot when you're defending a very small total like 90. You're going to take every opportunity given. You're going to take every opportunity into hand. As Nakrani looks to finish his over. And that's a big shot. Hit over mid-on. Powerful man there by Nathan Treverton. He's been eyeing out that region. And he gets his maximum. What a shot. No doubt about that one. The fielder just washed his sail over his head into the netball court. I'm sure the umps would have to have a look at that ball. Might have some damage on it. And ladies and gentlemen, after that 8th over, the score moves to 57 for 1 after 9 overs. Nathan getting into his groove here as he moves to the 40s. In no time here, Joseph Magane will carry with the attack as an off spinner. That's easy one by Davies. Can he go for 2? Nathan says no. I'll keep the strike. I'm the man. Seeing this ball beautifully. You just keep giving me the ones. I'll do the rest of the job. Oh, well balled. There's a mark that Joseph just keeps hitting there, getting nice grip and bounce and turn. All on offer on that patch that he's hitting there. He's got to stay there consistently now. Ooh, he pulls away on that one. Nathan Treverton eyeing out that cow corner side. Well bowled. Playing for turn is Nathan. Just going straight on there. Good bowling by Joseph. Almost a chance there. Good bowling by Joseph. Slowing it down on that. Good pace is bowling at. Lovely stuff here by Joseph. Squeezing in. Now Davies into the attack. Oh, well bowled. Well bowled, Joseph. He's found his form very nicely in his second over, Joseph. He had a chance put down in his last ball of his first over. And he's still come back. Oh, great bowling, Joseph. Good pace, good line and length. What an over by him. And that's 10 overs gone, and the score is sitting at 59 for 1.
Good afternoon, the pitch and bacon. How are you?
How are you, sir?
Would you like a bottle of water or energy drink or
Can I please have energy on the blue one?
The blue one, my brother?
Yes,
It's
sir.
It's on the way, man. Oh, you got water?
Thanks, man.
All right.
And ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to a short drinks break on the field. And a quick score update. We're sitting at 59 for 1 after 10 overs with Nathan Treverton on 41 and Davies on 17.
My friend,
Yes, sir.
you name it, we've got it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, sir. Costa Maniemala. Niemala Costa Maniemala.
No, I cannot sang I did a sale of them.
Ai, ke ro raka tsena 76 ha be ke mo swapile. Ha ona raka tse. Esha bo itse ke mba ba sitse. Bona le dile ka tsa.
Like it batsman number 1, because I know the batsman and she don't dig a ball. Batsman.
Keep forgetting this thing doesn't work. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back again after a short drinks break. The score is still sitting at 59 for 1 after 10 overs. My apologies. It is Nathan Treverton on 41 though, and Davies on 17, chasing that 90 runs total. Hendry comes into the attack as a left arm seamer, starts off with a dot ball. Brilliant stuff there by Hendry. It's been a tough start for the Ugandan side as a bowling unit. The bowlers have travelled for runs here at Tuck Stadium as Nathan Treverton. A bit of a fumble there by the captain, which gives them a single. Not great fielding at all. The fielding has been on the poor side for the Ugandans. They've dropped a catch. They've missed 2 run-outs now. The fielding coach will not be happy with that. Henry into the attack. Shuffles across. He goes high. Nelson high. Is that a chance? Robinson gets under it, and that's a brilliant catch. And that's a wicket for Henry in his first over. What a man. The captain has said, Chief, I need a wicket. You're the man I'm going to. And Henry delivers. Great catch there by Robertson Obuya. What a man. And Davies goes for just 17 runs. So who's that now? Short sleeve?
No, De Villiers.
Divan de Villiers.
Sorry.
And Divan de Villiers in jersey number 9 will join the crease at number 4. He's got a very small job to do. He's just got 30 runs on the scoreboard to help his partner, who's on 42 currently, chased at 90 scoreboard. Henry picking up that wicket. A crucial one. Can that wicket change things for Uganda?
Finally, a wicket for Henry Senyondo. Hitting the sweeper where Joseph Baguma is. Throw is good right on top of the off stump. The one bounce. Senyondo fresh in the spell. He was tonked for 23 runs yesterday by the Lions. Today he's coming and he's looking the part. It's a working day, 61 for 2. Anyone would say this is the Titans game to lose because they are doing so well.
They just keep ticking the scoreboard. Nathan Treverton striking very well here. 42 runs in no time as De Villiers joins the party with Henry into the bowling attack.
Good running catch taken by Juma. Previously there was a drop chance by Shodip Mangela at
And that's a quick one. There's a run-out chance. And that's a poor throw. That's a 3rd run-out chance missed now just because of a poor throw.
Would have been better. Would have been 3 down. Uganda need to throw a cut amongst the pigeons for them to show any fight back. But it doesn't happen. The target remains 90. And the Lions have, I beg your pardon, the Super Sport Titans have 63 for 2. Needing another 27 from 54 balls. My quick mathematics does say they can score 1 run every 2 balls.
And they'll still
cross the line.
And still cross the line. It is Joseph Baguma who still stays into the attack. He's bowled pretty well. Just very unfortunate to not pick up a wicket so far. Joseph to De Villiers. De Villiers goes back and across and finds the inside edge. Racing to the boundary. And a brilliant stop there by the man, Nakran. Looks like we'll be knocking off very early here in the commentary box. Just in time to catch lunch.
You're really looking forward to the lunch.
Definitely. It smells so good. It's teasing us in the commentary box. And that's brilliant bowling by Baguma, backed up by brilliant batting. Can he go for the second one? Divin sends him back, and that's a direct hit finally. What a brilliant throw from the man at cow corner. Nathan wanted to go for the second one, but Divan said no. And Nathan will miss out on that 50 run by just 7 runs. He'd be very disappointed by that. Would have felt like he threw his wicket away there.
He threw his wicket away, needless running there to nowhere, run himself deep down into the river. The throw from Surmit Varma. Surmit does very well. To get Uganda a wicket against the run of play.
It took them 3 throws, and on the 4th one, they get it directed. That's great fielding, I have to say. Directed from cow corner, and he was only looking at one stump from that angle. And Nathan Treverton goes for 43.
You could see the bowler there, Joseph Baguma. He'd already given up to collect the delivery because the ball was right, blocking his vision because the stumps were right in front of it. And what happens next? Bullseye it is for Surmit.
The rest is history.
History indeed. 67 for 3 now. 23 from 52. Becoming ever so easy. They just need 3 runs every over. And they already have 4 runs this over. Declan Suzuki McCombs is here to join Divan de Villiers.
It is Divan de Villiers who's on strike now. What a brilliant ball. Just missing an all stump there.
That is a very agriculture shot from Divan. Ill-advised. It will not please Richard Das Neves, who has Rolf van der Merwe, former South African player, who now plays for the Netherlands. But they say once a Titans, always a Titan.
Titans. He's back at the Titans.
Yeah, he's playing as their overseas player.
Overseas player, yes.
Call him an overseas local.
Overseas local, yeah.
Yeah, because he's South African.
But he's moved to England to play the cricket there.
They all said he's here to do some coaching duties for this side, helping out Richard Das Neves.
A very well experienced man right there. Lots of cricket under his belt, lots of overs bowled.
Celebrated winning coach, that's what I would love to call him instead.
He's a veteran, still playing though. As Joseph goes into the attack, inside edge or just misses his stumps. Joseph bowling well in his 3rd over once again, asking the right questions. Is the man. Picks up a wicket though in his over. As a run out, unfortunately will not go under his name. It is 68 runs for SuperSport Titans with just a loss of 3 wickets after 12 overs with the target of 90 on the scoreboard.
22 runs to win. The SuperSport Titans, they've got 7 wickets in hand. That means Uganda needs 7 good deliveries
Exactly.
to change the tide. And Henry Senyondo, spin will operate in tandem. Spin from one end, spin from the other. Ugandans look like they want to strangle, squeeze and stifle the runs flow. And the guys riding the boundaries must be very alert because chances will come. One was put down by Mamangela. A good knock by Nathan Treverton coming to an end there, 44 from 36. Give away his wicket.
That's a huge one. It goes back and across over the netball court, and that's a huge maximum by McCombs. Brilliant strike there, ladies and gents. Let me tell you, from the bat, you could only look over how far it was going into almost the netball court.
That does well to bring the required runs to teens. It's now 16 needed.
Could he finish it in this over?
Maybe
not.
Maybe needless. Just make it clinical. Just right home. Give the win in for the SuperSport guys who come through for this winter break, for the Winter Academy. Ugandans were looking to tighten the chase, but the chase has always been in the favor of the Titans. Ugandans were looking to tighten the screw with Baguma operating and creating some pressure with disciplined bowling. All to no avail here. But again, 3 quick blows here could swing things back into Uganda's favor.
It is just 16 runs needed.
I'm sounding like you're full of faith now. Full of faith. But no.
I think fate now is going out the window. It's just a matter of time. The doors are shut. As Henry goes into the attack, he goes for the big one again. It's a slog sweep this time into the netball court. Another maximum. McCombs definitely in a hurry to finish this one. Devon, sorry, my bad, to finish it this one. He goes for the maximum. Henry, where does he bowl is now? Just 10 runs to win. What a shot, though.
It's been Henry being pounded all over the park. The bowling of Henry in this warm-up tour has looked like child's play to the batters of the opposition. The Lions took a liking to him both games and today. Good first over up front, but now Divan De Villiers says,
Not
next time, just coming around and drifting away. I'll go on one knee, not to pray, but to muscle you out of the park.
Not to pray, definitely to muscle him. Where does he bowl now? Where does he go? He's bowled one just short of a length, gone for 6. He's bowled one a bit full, he's gone for 6.
His boundaries are big, 80 meters. And where he's hitting it, could be going to 90 meters. So,
And he goes nice and aggressive down the ground. It is Joseph who picks it up and mid-off just for a single. 9 runs to win now in just 8 overs.
easy peasy.
Mad squeezy.
You could feel that even an under-15 side could now chase this one down.
I think it goes back to my point where I think the skipper could have used his spinners in the first power play and just gamble there because the score is so small already. Defense shot to start off with. Better ball there by Henry.
McCombs yet to get his scorecard ticking, but it looks like most of the work has been done by Devon De Villiers. 13 runs already. No runs whatsoever. Good comeback here from Henry Senyondo, who after going for 2 sixes in the over finishes it up with 2 dot balls. He will be happy momentarily, but his team is in trouble.
Are you guys playing any other games before going to the World Cup qualifiers?
The other games will be official ICC warm-up games against Namibia on the 22nd of September and against Malawi on the 24th. And then click bank. First game is right in your eyes on the 26th against Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
That's a good one. Big one.
Are you guys rivals with Zimbabwe?
Big time rivals for Uganda to qualify for the World Cup last time around in 2003. They had to upstage Zimbabwe, chasing down Zimbabwe's 137 in 19.1 overs and winning by 5 wickets. Creamed nicely.
Just for 1 though.
So, and the mathematics is easy. 2 teams of 4 groups. The top 2 qualify for the semi-finals, and the winners of the semi-finals will join South Africa as Africa's representatives at the World Cup.
100%. I think it's about time we get another World Cup under our belt as Africans. As Joseph comes back into the attack, going for the down knee and the pure, and that's a wicket for Joseph. A very much needed wickets by him. He's bowled very well in his spell into his 4th over.
Traps his man leg before wicket. McCombs will depart without troubling the scorers. He goes falling over cheaply, trying to hoik it over mid-wicket. I think he wanted to hit that one to the rugby grounds across the road.
I think just letting the man do his job there should have been De Villiers. Should just tick the one, giving his man a strike and let him finish the game. Now he goes back under the shed and it brings on another batter.
De Villiers seeing it as big as a football, but instead it's McCombs who tries to go and get some glory right behind his name. He falls. And the chance for 2 number 9s to be out there. One wearing the short sleeve, another one with the long sleeve. It is Marcus Baker joining Devon.
With just 8 runs to win on the scoreboard. Very little to do now.
Look at the spell from Baguma. Under pressure, with the batters playing freely. 1 for 16 yesterday against the Lions to stifle them in their innings when they set up 159, and today 1 for 13. Coming into the tournament as a fringe player, Baguma is playing himself into the starting 11, consistent with such bowling performances, because the prime bowler, the left-hander Henry Senyonda as a spinner, is not backing up well with Ramjani.
Definitely. Good point, Sid. Good. Holding his line and length very well here is Joseph Baguma to the new batter into the crease. And that will be an easy one. Straight to sweeper. Just a bit of a change of field. Deep square going down. Cow corner going down. Long on down. Long off down. Sweeper down. All 5 men back at the ring. As I'll just easily take these singles here, the 2 batters. They need just 6 runs to win in less than 7 overs. Joseph into the attack. Goes for the slog sweep. Just finds the bottom toe guard. And that's a dot ball. And Joseph will end his spell with just a wicket under his name. Is bowled superbly though, the young man.
Fine spell from Joseph Benjamin Baguma. Guy comes from a place that is emerging to be a force for schools cricket in Uganda, Western Uganda, Fort Portal, and he's doing well to make sure the place where he comes from gets more airplay on the international broadcasters. He does very well. Ends his spell with beautiful figures. 1 for 16 in 4, similar to yesterday's spell where he had 1 for 19.
1 for 19. Definitely the young man putting up his hand for the World Cup qualifiers coming in soon. Saying, Coach, I'm the man for the job. Just give me the ball and I'll do it.
Don't leave me out. Don't keep me on the bench. I'm not a bench player. He continues to show that with the performances, not with just mere talk. Here is Ramjani. Started with a wicket in the first over, a wicket maiden, and here he is bowling over number 15. But they finish this up in style with 30 balls to spare.
He goes hard down the ground, and that's a misfield once again. The fielding has been on the poor side for the Ugandans.
That was going to be one. Just sticking one hand there in the wood and is hoping it can grip. It doesn't. It doesn't.
With 5 runs to win, do you bring everyone up there as a skipper?
Maybe yes, maybe no, like you say.
I'll go aggressive. I'm definitely bringing everyone in. You try hit me over the top. Oh, that's great fielding by the man at cover. Brilliant stuff. Backing his bowler up nicely there.
Is that man Shurdip Mangela looking for runs but having to do the work in the field. His blade is not caught fire in this warm-up tour. Touch and go. No runs again. Mangela with the backup. Alpesh with a good fielding. The new guys in there with 5 runs lead. I think they're just looking around for a big hit out of the park. Just the 2 balls left in the over, 1 run so far. Marcus Baker on strike, 1 from 5. What do you do now? Little jab to the man riding the boundary at that deep square leg. Make the required target now. A boundary away. Uganda will surely not be victors today. They will not finish the series with a clean sweep. They've been bailed out of jail 1 too many a time by their middle order. And today, they will face it differently. Yes, they will win the series here. Victory not very important. And as it goes higher up there, chance for a catch.
And that's taken.
swallows the catch. Uganda pick 3 wickets, needlessly being given away by the SuperSport Titans, trying to go for glory to wrap it up. Instead, it's a catch that is taken. Wicket time. Uganda will pick up their 5th and negate the victory margin for the Titans.
I think that will put some confidence definitely in the bowling camp for the Ugandans. Picking up now 5 wickets.
5 indeed, very well said. But like I said, the Ugandans have been jailed out of trouble. They've gotten out of trouble many a time with their middle order in the batting. Today it didn't happen. There were partnerships here and there, not as big. But what happened is that the bowling of the SuperSport Titans was inch perfect. They kept asking big questions, and the ball was thrown all over the park to many of the bowlers from this side. They used a total of 8 bowlers throwing the ball around, and all these bowlers there shared the wickets. Only 2 bowlers not picking the wickets. Divan de Villiers, his 2 overs going for 26, and David Tiga's 3 overs going for 14. But the rest of the guys, Rio Sakurano Thomas with 3, ripped the hearts out of Uganda's top order with 3 for 2 runs in his 2 overs. Natenzi Denega 1 for 12 in his 2 overs. Sam Verne 1 for 3, and then Didan Suzuki McCombs 1 for 8 in his 2. Marcus Baker 2 for 14, and Tuto Matt Joy with 2 for 8 in his 2.1 overs. Henry Senyondo will change ends, but there's a chance for a catch. Is it swallowed by Dinesh Kumar Nakrani? Yes. Henry Senyondo finally picks a wicket as the young guys look to wrap this up in style. They continue to hoik the ball up in the air, and they continue to lose wickets. Wicket number 6, and guess who is gone? New man in, Rio Sakurano Thomas, comes and goes in a snap of a finger.
Could we see 5 runs being defended here, sir? Could we see 5 runs being defended here?
Would be a fairy tale.
I'm back again preaching hope.
You're a good preacher. I hope you don't turn out to be a doomsday preacher.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is so silly. With 4 runs just to win, they have lost 3 wickets. 3 wickets with just 4 runs to win. Coach will be fuming for that.
$86 for 6. Needlessly. Now they should be a little wiser and wrap this up clinically. The captain, Riazat Alisha, continuing to show faith in his bowler, Henry Senyondo, who was hit for 2 sixes in the previous over. He brings him back, and guess who falls? Divan is the man he picks, a man who took him out of the park. This time around, what he does, he rises to the occasion, Senyondo, and says, I'll show you my fight back. And how he fights back is by castling him. Good catch taken by Nakrani at the ropes. Senyondo's figures do look a little nice now. 2 wickets for 17 runs.
Now all of a sudden, you're happy as a bowler. 2 wickets changes your bowling stats so much. As he carries on into attack. Can you pick out the 3rd one is the question. Oh, that's brilliant bowling. Brilliant bowling by Henry Senyondo.
The fight is on.
The fight is on. The bowlers are up. 14 overs gone. Could we see 4 runs being defended?
A little late. But the Ugandans, they love to fight. They fight till the last man standing. Chance to run. They'll take a single. Yes, he creates room and leans back and pounces on it. 1 run for Sam Werner.
I think it's the right time to have everyone up now. You've got 3 runs to gamble with.
What the Ugandans have done, they have stayed with the boundary riders. They are asking the guys, Go big.
But they've gone home.
And look at what Senor does instead now. He's happy even to give it more flight. And that got a little good tweak. And they are laughing, the Ugandans are laughing to bowl at the middle order batters here, the all-rounders of the Supersport Titans. 87 for 6 for the Supersport Titans. They need just 3 runs from 24 balls.
3 runs of 24 balls. That's the equation right now, ladies and gentlemen, as we speak. The Chatters, we're not giving them easy 3 runs there.
Here's Miyaji Juma. He would like to bowl some real quick blinding pace now. Misfield there, but no run. Sumit Verma. Sometimes not nice to give up early. All you gotta do is fight on, fight on. The Ugandans would have wished they had another 10 runs to play around with and make it look like they need 13 from 23. But all they have to do is now fight to defend 3 runs.
Oh, well bowled.
Cramped him for room. He doesn't know too much about where the ball is going, but Sam Vanna will take the single. Over to 2 runs from 6 balls. His mate, who's on strike now, Marcus Baker, on 2 from 7.
Just 2 runs to win, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost at the end. We're almost in time for lunch.
Here's Juma from the stadium end. Touch and go, no runs.
Well bowled.
A lot of time to go in the over. 1 run to level the scores. What Uganda scored, 89. 4-wicket victory on cards for the Supersport Titans.
And if you remember, we spoke about getting close to that 120 mark. And if you're speaking now with 120 on the scoreboard, it's a different game.
Would have been 40 more runs required. Make that 32 from just 21 balls. Veo played good, beautiful Tico of his pads. They look at each other. They won't take the second. They say, you only need 1. Why take the risk? Needless. Do they win it now? Do they go for the glory shot? Scores level here at the Tax Cricket Oval at the High Performance Center.
It is Miyaji firing up from the bowling attack with just 1 run to defend. Can he take it deep? Oh, that's a good short ball. Asking the batter the right question. This umpire says 1 for the over.
It's a good 1 for the over. I would love that to be 1 for the over any day. Because Juma Miyagi there showing off a little bit with that bumper ball, showing that he's got enough variations in his artillery of bowling. 1 run required for the Supersport Titans from 19 balls. Here's Juma Miyagi with the final ball. Edged.
And ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to an end of our second innings, with the Supersport Titans taking the win by 4 wickets. What a beautiful game of cricket. Good fight from the Ugandans to take it to the 17th over. And also Titans just threw it away sort of in the last 4 overs there, losing too many wickets for no need. Chief, your summary of the game?
Handshakes all around as we watch through the live stream there, but I can tell you what, It's been a beautiful game of cricket. Of course, the SuperSport Titans winning by not only just 4 wickets, but with 17 balls to spare. It tells you the difference between the two teams in their innings, how Uganda lost too many wickets in clusters, and how 90 was never going to be able to defend on such a beautiful batting surface here at the Tax Cricket Oval. At the end of the day, lessons learned for Ugandans. You don't go to Zimbabwe chest thumping, thinking you won the series down in South Africa 3-0, but you go thinking, what's wrong with our top order? Gotten out of jail many times by the middle order, and when the middle order didn't come to the party today, it was a different tale of the tape. SuperSport Titans take the victory, and rightfully so. Back to the drawing board for the Ugandans.
Definitely back to the drawing board for Ugandans. A lot of work to be done in that top order. They've been the man who fell short in this game, and this is why we're sitting at the scoreboard. Ladies and gentlemen, signing out. It is your boy, Paulson Poloba. It's been lovely to be with you, Pitch Vision in studio, and we'll definitely see you again. Chief, all the best for your World Cup qualifiers, and I wish you guys to go all the way. Danko.
Thank you very much for your good luck, and may the cricket cranes go on and fly high like the crane. For now, they will share the commiserations with the champions from the SuperSport Titans. Handshakes all round, tough shift, something to ponder for the cricket cranes. Yes, the job is not yet done, and they want to look like a well-oiled machine. Well done to Richard Das Neves, the head of the program at the SuperSport Titans, alongside Rolf van der Merwe, a man who's played for South Africa and the Netherlands, who are steering that team and seeing them being very, very compact with the way they're playing. End of the tour here for the Ugandans. This time, tomorrow, they will be in Zimbabwe, getting acclimatization ahead of everything else that has happened. Out for now. Catch you later.